All right. Are those shades medical prescription? Or are you just being cool for school? All right. You need to stop chewing gum. All right. So who is this gentleman?
He's my husband.
Do y'all have a certificate proving that you're married?
And we're not. We're coming up.
Yeah, I don't know him. I don't know how long she's known him. So no, you can't live with this gentleman. What is your name? She will not be living with you. She needs to get her life in order. Excuse me, sir. You're excused.
This woman could get 10 years in prison, and during her hearing, a strange guy wearing sunglasses sneaks into the back of the courtroom. She says he's her husband, but the whole thing feels off, like something darker is going on. The judge keeps asking her questions, but she's nervous, stumbling, and clearly hiding something. Meanwhile, the guy just sits there silently, acting shady. It makes you wonder, is the court missing something? Is she scared to tell the truth? Let me know in the comments if you think that's really her husband, or if something more dangerous is happening. Let's watch.
Are you the same Laura Elizabeth Salcedo who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2022 CR 1745 for the offense of harassment of a public servant on March 30th, 2022 for a period of 2 years? Is that you? State.
Violated condition number 4 in Bexar County, Texas. The defendant, Laura Elizabeth Salcedo, did then and there fail to report to the supervision officer as directed for the months of May and June of 2022 in violation of condition number 4.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
Your Honor, the state waives all the violations.
Any objections?
No objections, Your Honor.
Ms. Salcedo, did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 4, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine? Did you understand? Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 4? All right, Ms. Salcedo, why are you not reporting?
Yeah.
You're going to have to make sure you speak up.
I was working at the time. Have to feel, you see, like
Lower the mess so we can hear you.
Yes, 2 home visits in 1 week that she had already issued a warrant from her arrest, so that there was nothing I can do about it. So I mean, that's not that.
But then why, that still doesn't explain to me why you didn't report.
I couldn't report. She had told me that she had already issued a warrant from her arrest.
Where were you working?
But through them, I mean, they're giving me a regular job. I just have to put in the application.
Okay, so I still don't understand why you need to call probation and say that you're at work, you can't come in.
Well, I tried to tell her, but since I had missed 2 home visits in 1 week, she had told me it was already too late.
Yeah. Why are you missing your home visits?
I was working at the time, so.
Everything for you is I was working at the time, which I find a little bit suspect because you know when you have to report. You know in this court that if you would have taken proof of employment to probation, that what would have ended up happening is they would have sent me a violation report. I would have had you come in for a compliance hearing, and I would have asked you why you're not reporting. And then I would have said, where's your proof of employment? And when you would have came in and said, I've been working, that's why I haven't been reporting. I would have said, we're going to recall this case and you're going to come in showing me that you have employment. Now, why do they need to know where you're living?
I'm not too sure. I mean, I guess because I was homeless at the time, so I guess I have to.
Well, no, because you were saying you missed the field visit, so you were not homeless at the time.
I know, but I had to look and see. I was living out with my uncle at the time, and I told him that I was in a permanent place, so I guess.
See, here's the thing. You're not being completely honest with me. And let me just tell you why I think you're not being completely honest with me. I want you to follow me down the trail that you're giving me. One, you tell me that you can't do the field visits because you're working.
Now things start falling apart fast. The woman keeps lying, trying to sound confident, but it's obvious she's not telling the truth, and the judge can tell. She's facing up to 10 years, but she's acting like this is just a job interview. Then her husband shows up in the back, wearing sunglasses indoors, quiet, just staring like he's watching a movie about himself. The second he walks in, the whole room feels tense. The judge starts questioning her about drug use, and she finally admits she's been smoking ice, meth, not once a month like she first said, but a couple of times a week. The judge tells her to stop lying and says she clearly needs help, so now the court is ordering her to get drug treatment and probation checks every month. The judge keeps pushing her to be honest about her living situation, but the woman can't give a clear answer. She says she's staying with her uncle, but the judge isn't sure that's stable or safe. Then the husband gets up, and the judge instantly gets suspicious. She asks who he is, and when the woman says he's her husband, the judge doesn't believe it. They don't even have proof of marriage. He's just sitting there looking sketchy, chewing gum, and avoiding eye contact. The judge finally tells her she can't live with him, saying, if you hang out at the barber shop long enough, you'll get a haircut. Meaning, if she stays around him, she'll fall back into drug use. The judge orders no contact with him and has deputies escort him out of the courtroom. Fast forward over 2 years, and it's heartbreaking. The woman looks like a different person, pale, thin, and completely drained. Whatever happened after that last hearing clearly didn't end well. Her spirit looks broken, and it's like she's just given up or she's now in court again for violating probation, and the judge goes over her history. Missing check-ins, ignoring court orders, and failing to stay clean. Her mother passed away, she had mental health and addiction issues, and even though the court gave her chances, she didn't report or follow through. The judge finally says she's not a good candidate for probation anymore and revokes it. She's sentenced to 2 years in prison. The judge tries to give her one last bit of hope, recommending therapeutic treatment in prison to help her get clean. This whole case is tough to watch. The woman's life fell apart fast, from lying in court to ending up in prison. That sketchy husband only made things worse, and the drugs completely took over her life. She got 2 years instead of 10, but it's clear she lost much more than her freedom.